So John, tell me all about this dinky piece of kit and the bag it comes in.
Right, this is called the Genee Vision Mini. Very compact, very portable, comes in its own bag as you can see, so I can take it around me wherever I'm going. And it comes all the leads and everything supplied inside the bag as well. So if I take that away from you,
then.
very portable.
Hugely portable.
Yeah, so let's take that out of the way for the moment, put that over here. And then open the Genee Vision Mini up, so we raise this arm here and pull this over the top, like so.
And what's its primary function? What do most teachers use this kind of thing for?
What most teachers use this for is for instantly displaying children's work. So they're going to be able to place a text, a book, an object, work underneath here and then project it up onto the screen. So if you look behind you now on the screen, we'll just make a few adjustments there. And then as you can see, if I place a piece of text underneath there now, there we go.
Oh, I see. So it actually comes and bounces off this.
Yes.
And then down.
That's right. So the camera is looking up into the mirror, and the mirror is looking down at the object that's underneath it there.
That focusing is so clear.
Yeah, a nice clear image. Again, adjusts itself, focuses itself, adjusts for lighting. So all I've got to do is just place something underneath. Very popular where you're restricted for space, maybe in a classroom. I haven't got a great deal of space. I've got my laptop, I've got my PC, I've got all my other equipment here. So I just want something small that I can quickly and easily place something underneath, and away we go.
And again, it doesn't have to be flat, does it? Because if you put my hands like that, you know, it can be 3D.
That's right.
You can build it up, I suppose, as high as it will go.
Or if I'm demonstrating to you as a class, so I'm showing you how to build a clay pot, for instance, in an art lesson, I can do it underneath here and you can watch me. Or I'm demonstrating how to measure an angle in numeracy. Or I'm using text like I am here and reading to you. Or I'm showing you an artifact in RE. It doesn't matter what subject it is, whatever you choose to place underneath there, it's going to be projected up onto the screen there. So I can zoom in and out on that, of course. I can either do that manually using the button on there, or in the side of the unit here, we've also got a little remote control. So let's pull that out and then we can see what's on there. Okay, so we can see we've got the plus and the minus button, which is going to zoom it in and out like we've just done on there. And I can also swap from a live image on there. If I press this button here, now what we're going to see is my laptop. So I can quickly swap from one device to another, but just by pressing that button there, either the camera or the laptop being projected.
And that will instantly link up to whatever you've sourced it with.
That's right, yes. So I can pull an image in to a Word document, to my interactive whiteboard, to a PowerPoint document, whatever it might be. I can use this to pull that image across and drop it into something else if I wish to.
And again, can you just have one full screen?
Yes, so I can zoom. If I start from there, that's the biggest I can go there. So that's the maximum I can get in there. And then I can go up to 12 times optical, and then it goes digital, and then it'll go up to 128 digital.
Gosh.
So it's still got quite a powerful zoom on it.
It is. It's very, very clear, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now, again, does it just do black on white? Because I do know with some people, actually, it's easier for them to read if it's white on black. Yes,
we've got that facility on the remote control here. We've got a button that says B&W, black and white. So if I put something that's colour, so we've got the front cover there that's got a yellow cover, then point that and press the black and white button, you can see it's just turned everything into black and white, and then take it away again. So there's my black and white feature there. Great for when I'm teaching art and I want to show the effective use of colour within a picture.
Are there any other facilities that it has?
Yes, we've got the split screen function and the freeze frame function, the title function, so I'll run through a few of those with you now. The freeze frame is really useful because I can place an object underneath like this. So if this is the text I'm going to focus on, then I press freeze frame on there. You can see that's exactly what it does. I can take that away and that image is then frozen. Can't do anything underneath there at the moment. It's frozen on the screen. When I want to make it live again, I press the freeze button and there we go. You're back live again underneath. Okay, so that's my freeze frame function, and then I've got a split screen function as well. So what I could do here is I can actually have two documents. So we're going to zoom out on this a little bit, and if I want to show 2 pages of the same book and compare them, so I'm going to put a page of the book on the left hand side there, and I'm going to then split the screen, and you can see it's now frozen the right hand side. Now the other side is still live. So I could actually have something else going on over here, place another document, place another object. So I could have some instructions on the right hand side, I could have my learning objective on there, I could have a target displayed. It depends what I want to use that for. Any time that I want to compare 2 different things side by side like that, I can use that split screen function to do it
And
with.
I should imagine with things like you say, if you use your imagination, things like art,
Yes.
craft, design,
Yeah.
that actually is great for mirroring and for
Yeah.
showing examples of different types of work.
That's right, or the before and after. So on the one side I can freeze an object and hold it there, and then on the left hand side I can disassemble it maybe, pull it out into all its various components, but we can still see what we started with, or two photographs maybe that I'm comparing. This was what we started with and now we've done this to it and we've changed it in some way, but we want to be able to compare directly. Or we're just doing some simple grouping, say in division work in numeracy, where we've got counters or objects and we freeze the number that we've got, and then on the left hand side we're going to regroup them, but we've still got the number that we started with on the right hand side.
And again, so easy to just pack away and so portable.
Yes, that's the whole point about this one, is it's nice and compact, very easy to use. Put it in the bag and away I go, I can take it somewhere else. So for somebody who moves around a lot and needs something that's very portable, absolutely fantastic for that job. Or in a classroom situation where I'm limited for space, I just want something that's just going to take a small footprint area of the desk or the area that I've got available. Absolutely perfect again for me.
Fantastic.
Okay, one of the other benefits that we've got in this, we've got the ability to be able to insert a slide. So if I turn this around the other way, you can see here I can actually put in there a slide, a negative slide, and when I press the negative button on the remote control, it will then transpose that back into the positive. So I can still view my old negative slides using this particular device. Also, on the base of the unit here, I've got keyhole slots, which would enable me to actually wall mount this rather than just have it surface mounted on a table like we've got it at the moment.
What would you use that for? What kind of lessons could you imagine that being useful for?
Well, if I was in a technical college, for instance, and I was demonstrating a process, maybe I was a chef demonstrating in a cookery lesson, I could have this wall mounted behind me, sort of looking as an eye over my shoulder, and that would be projected.
Right,
so all my
yes.
students who were stood in front of me or sat in front of me could actually view what I'm seeing with my eyes in exactly the same way.
That's fantastic, actually, because it's not often that students get a chance to see nowadays, that close up.
That's right.
If you're all sat around.
Yeah,
So I imagine that's very useful.
Yes, because I could zoom in, you see, and show something in detail, and they could see that on the screen without all having to come in and look in detail.